Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host. Am I situated? Yeah, I should be situated. So anyways, I'm welcoming you to my review of Bridget Jones's Diary, the one that spawned a franchise that has a total of 4 movies. I own 3 of them. And I might be getting the upcoming Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, very soon. So yeah, we're taking a look at this film from 2001. Now, this movie did glitch once on one scene, but after that glitch, I was able to finish the movie. So now I'm going to talk about the movie today. So the movie stars Renee Zellweger, Colin Firth, Hugh Grant. This is actually released by Miramax, along with Universal. I don't know if you can actually see that right there. I don't know. Yep, there it is, Universal. So, this movie came out in 2001, and as I said, this is actually directed by Sharon McGuire. This is actually written by Richard Curtis, who wrote another Hugh Grant film, I Own the Collection, 1999's Notting Hill. Now, it is a little hot up here, so I am sweating a little bit, but we're going to get through this review soon. So, yeah, let's talk about Bridget Jones's Diary. Now, Bridget Jones's Diary is a movie I remember when it came out. I've seen this maybe a couple times, and for the sequels, I've never seen those, so those are going to be all new. But this movie I've seen once. My aunt actually had this movie when she got a DVD player and lent it to us. Then I was able to buy this DVD, and I watched that before, and now I'm watching it a third time. So this is a movie I've seen, like I said, bits and pieces. I also watched it once before I started the series, and now I'm covering it for this channel. So, all that spiel, let's actually talk about the film. So, Renee Zellweger plays Bridget Jones. She's your average woman. She is single, and she's trying to find true love. Enter Colin Firth and Hugh Grant. Now, when I said in my review of Loving, I was going to cover a Colin Firth movie he was in. Well, this is a movie I'm covering, and he's really good in it. So, basically, these two men, Hugh Grant has a relationship with Bridget. I forget his character's name. So, he has a relationship. Then also, you get Colin Firth, who has a relationship with her. So, it's like these two men are trying to fight over to see who will win Bridget Jones. Who is going to be the one to date, well, I think marry Bridget Jones. So we do get flashbacks of her marrying Hugh Grant. So she's trying to get advice. Her father's played by Jim Brobat. Also, this says Jim Brobat and Gideon Jones, which, weird enough, is actually, the production design was done by another Gideon Jackson. So I wanted to kind of point that out. So, like I said again, this is good. I liked it. Now, that said, is this a perfect movie? No, but I think, like I said again, I forgot to mention what the synopsis is. So I'll kind of run through this really quick, a little bit of it. So, basically, it's a long synopsis, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically, it's a comedy that looks at its ups and downs in modern romance. That's true, but I didn't really expect ups and downs in this film. I just expect to be this romantic comedy. Also, interesting enough that this movie is the only, basically, Renee Zellweger is the only American cast and an all-British cast. Renee Zellweger is actually from Texas, so I want to kind of bring that up. The rest of the cast is all British, so they did shoot this in England. The movie was shot entirely in England. So, just to put simply, uncomfortable unmarried Bridget decides to turn over a new page in her life by determining her thoughts, opinions into a journal. Yeah, there's a subplot with a journal, which also focuses. Sorry if I'm sweating a little bit, guys, but it is like really hot. So bear with me. I only have like one fan. So, if I use the towel, I do apologize. So, hang on a sec, guys. I do apologize. Sorry about that. I'm going to have the towel right there. Like I said, it's really hot. But, yeah, Bridget, I'm trying... Basically, Grant's the other guy who's trying to be true. What I'm basically saying is these two men are trying to fight over who Bridget is going to marry someday. So she also gets there's also another scene where she gets a job as a news reporter, which also is another subplot. There's so many subplots. And at the very end of the day, I'm not going to give away who is dating, but there's a big fight scene in the movie, which is actually really good. There's a fight near the end of the movie where they're deciding who is going to basically marry Bridget, or who's going to date Bridget. Yeah, this is kind of really bizarre. I mean, she gets advice from her dad, but basically that. Also, there's also post-credits in this. Well, not really post-credits, but in the credits we actually see... before I talk about the credits, I want to talk about one scene in particular. Hugh Grant convinces her to go to a costume party. So he shows her bunny ears and a bunny tail. So what does Bridget go? Dresses up for the costume party? A Playboy bunny. So basically she's dressed up as a Playboy bunny, and all the people at this thinking it was a costume party, but it's not really a costume party, but they're really digging Bridget's outfit as a Playboy bunny. Also, she sings in some scenes at karaoke, so I forget, she sings the Harry Nilsson song Without You, and then she's singing All By Myself by Eric Carmen. The guy, yeah, Eric Carmen sung that song, so she's singing that and she's like all depressed. Then she gets drunk, and it's good. This is good. Oh, I want to mention, in the credits we actually have a home movie of Bridget as a child. So they're showing old home movies of her as a child, and she's like a total recluse. She's like doing all crazy things. She's like doing inappropriate things. So basically she's just a recluse. And that's in the credits. Apparently, from what I heard, this is a deleted scene. But I went into the special features section. There are deleted scenes, but that deleted scene's not on there. Originally this was going to be within the movie, but was saved for the credits. So I kind of wanted to bring that up before I talk about anything else. So I don't have anything much to say about this. This is good. Now, judging from this, I'm going to say right now, for now, I'm going to recommend Bridget Jones's Diary. There is a sequel. There are a couple sequels. Like I said, I only own the 2 sequels. There's the recent Peacock original movie, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. But the next installment of this would be Bridget Jones, Edge of Reason. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. And that sequel came out in 2004. And I will get to that one soon. And there's also Bridget Jones's Baby, which is the 3rd. Which is interesting because this is a Miramax Universal. The sequels are Universal Miramax. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. I liked it. I think Renee Zellweger's good. Colin Firth's good. I love Hugh Grant. And I look forward to watching the sequels. And I also have Notting Hill, which is the same people who made that. So, I did cover Love Actually, which was a Richard Curtis Hugh Grant movie, but it's good. I'm not saying this is a bad movie. There are flaws, but there are flaws. There are flaws that oversway, but the overswaying still makes this a good movie and still makes this a good watch. Though I did like the scene where she tries the blender and then she's like spewing out F-bombs because the blender just explodes. So I did like that. So that's the other scene I want to talk about. So yeah, let's go ahead and rate Bridget Jones's Diary. I'm gonna give Bridget Jones's Diary a 4 out of 5. I'm sure the sequels are probably going to be even better, but we'll have to see that when we get to it though. So who knows? This could be a good series. It starts out strong, but I look forward to seeing where this series goes. And I also look forward to seeing the 4th movie when I get a copy of that down the road. But we are going to cover 2 and 3, which is Edge of Reason and Bridget Jones's Baby. And I'm going to cover those soon. So be on the lookout for those in the near future. So yeah, check out Bridget Jones's Diary. Really, really good stuff, and I can easily recommend this. If you want to see where the series started, check this out. You're not going to be disappointed. So yeah, so that's my review of Bridget Jones's Diary. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you're not missing out on a single video. I also do tons of other videos, so not just Universal. I do vlog videos, and just stand by the channel. Just like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell. That's all you need to do. And comment and let me know what you think of this movie. Let me know what you think of Bridget Jones's Diary. I love to see if you, well, let me know what you think. Let me know if you did like Bridget Jones's Diary. But yeah, like I said again, check the film out. We'll get to the sequels in the near future. So yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.